I'm in a little bump, but anyway, try not to get distracted by it. Hope you're not either. Um, but I just wanted to come on for a second and just share real quick. And this is to my, I guess, like, um, you know, spiritual care practitioners, people who are light workers, highly sensitive beings. Um, yeah, just sovereign to my sovereign architects. I'll just group you guys, and I like that title. Um, but what I want to say is regarding the systematic as far as like business and when it comes to employment, um, you can't quit, you can't be fired, and you can't. Okay, let me slow down. There's a lot of emotions going through me right now because I just got off the phone with the unemployment office trying to get my benefits, and it didn't work out. Um, Even with all the documents and proof and evidence I had. But my point is that at the end of the day, the system has no heart. It's ran by humans, but it's very much inhumane in nature. It's inhumane, um, the humans that are running the system. And it's understanding that they have a job to do. It's their 9 to 5. I just hate that they have that job. Um, and really what I'm talking about is just like I'm just kind of done fighting the system. And my version of fighting is actually direct, clear conversation, right? Just clarification. That's how I fight. It's not a um uh I'm better than you thing, a competition trying to conquer anything. How I fight is just it's through um clear, um clear context. Like, I don't want in order for me to fight and defend myself or defend anyone or fight for anyone, I only do that by utilizing facts. I don't like to do the whole messy gossip thing, and it's just very uncomfortable for me when I find myself in environments like that where the synergy is about proving who's right and like already leading with there's a problem. I don't like that. I like to lead with there's options. There's opportunity here. I don't want to lead with just a closed off decision. And I just feel like and everything that I've been experiencing with um burnout and with the employment system with the matrix, um I'm really understanding, man, that it's really hard for someone who is just doing everything they could do, like literally doing everything you could do to do the right thing, um, and just to be successful in how the system is set up. And I have to change my way of what success is when operating in the system. Because operating in the system, and when I talk about the system, for example, I'm talking about the matrix, a 9 to 5. Let's just take that component of the system, a 9 to 5 job. Understanding that in order to be successful in life in that system, it requires me to not have a heart and a dream and a passion for anything. It just requires for me to show up and do the duties of the job. That's all. The 9 to 5 is only wants my utility. It doesn't need my intuitiveness. It doesn't need my talent. It doesn't need my purpose in life. It just wants my hands for work. This is important because in understanding that, I now understand why it's not seen in a humane perspective. They don't see your heart. They're not seeing my heart when I'm reaching out and saying this is the evidence, this is the facts, this is why um the benefits are necessary for me. They don't it's not about hearing the compassion and the emotion in the heart of the human. It's about the bottom line. It's about how can giving me unemployment benefits not disrupt their flow of business, the system's flow of business. And until you find out a way to do that, then that's the way to be successful within this system. And what I'm saying is like finding a win-win. Like it has to be win-win in order to get any support from the matrix. At least that's been my experience. And from my experience is that I guess I haven't been making it win-win because I thought that in operating in life and navigating through life, we were all here to, yeah, self self-preservation, do our best to take care of ourselves. But then what do we do with our excess? What do I do with the excess? Can I now help take care of someone else, to get to help them take care of their situation? It's like we don't have the conversation about what to do with the excess resources that comes into our lives. When everything's taken care of, think about this, just thinking your own life. Like if all your ish is taken care of right now and you have excess, what are you doing with that? And why? Most people store up for a rainy day. Well, how much is needed for a rainy day? Set a goal for a rainy day amount. And then what about the excess after that? So anyway, I don't want to go into a whole spiel about how we can better care for one another and better care for ourselves if we had hearts of compassion. But I'm really just understanding even more clear because I got to see behind the veil today. I really got to see behind the veil of business in America. I don't know what it's like in other parts of the world, but as at 47 years old and observing and participating in business in America just breaks my heart, man. It breaks my heart because I know we're better than this. As humans, I know I know we're better than this. We were created to behave much better than this. And some of us have lost our way. And some of us witness us losing our way and not say or do anything about it. So who's really lost their way? If you come from a place of love where where forgiveness and grace, compassion, support was handed out, freely given to you. You come from a place where everything excess was given to you. How then do you not extend that to someone else? Like if everything was given to you and you're taken care of, meaning like you literally taking care of your uh kingdom and responsibility, like you have to have the same heart as whoever sent you, whoever gave you, right? Why wouldn't you have that same heart to give? If all has been given to you freely, why would you not have the same heart to give freely? And for you sovereign architects, you highly sensitive beings, you spirit filled, you earth angels, you light workers, you healers, you shamans. I'm talking to all of us. Those of you who are here to do the work, to help the work be good, like I'm talking to you right now. We are better than this. We can behave better than this. We don't have to get lost in the sauce and the distraction of chaos. I like that. We don't have to get lost in the sauce of chaos as light workers. That's not what the intention is. The intention is to experience the struggle, experience it, gather data, go through the data, keep what's useful and valuable and then create something, make it your own that can add more value and open more lanes and access to others. Like that's really what I feel the intention of our creation is and was. And when you encounter someone who doesn't seem to express or have the desire to want to freely give, then that's when I can understand that okay, some of us, there's a remnant of us that aren't like us. You know what I mean? And it doesn't mean they don't like us. They're just not like us. I'll say it again. There's some that are not like us. And it doesn't mean they don't like us. Okay? So I guess I'm done venting, man. I'm very I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed that yeah, I just don't like I don't like that that's something to be proud of, you know? Like have it all, have everything, like create avenues that make it difficult. I think that's what I'm saying. I'm disappointed in my American business system that it seems like it's designed to be difficult for a person to be successful. And what that then tells me to do is to go to the original design, to really go within and say, okay, well, what's the manual or the business or what do they call it? The like the owner's manual. Yeah. It's like going back to the owner's manual and re-looking at that and saying, I was designed to have a heart, to have compassion, to freely give. I wasn't designed to just gather, and keep. So I asked myself, what operating system am I operating from? What operating system am I operating from? If I'm behaving in a way that is dishonorable to my source creator, that's all. If I'm behaving in a way that's dishonorable to my source creator, what's the next step? Do I just say, so what? I mean, that's an option. So what? Who cares? Or do I confront that and fix that? And I think that's what I'm saying with those who work in jobs that yeah, that make it difficult for people to be successful. It's like I personally, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I have these experiences so that I can realize why, what kind of jobs I do or don't want. And I don't want a job that requires me to be inhumane, you know? I don't want a job like that. That doesn't allow me to utilize my heart, but just my utility, you know? I don't want that kind of employment, man. And it's disappointing that that's what it seems like it is in America today to be successful and pay your bills. It's just like you got to get a job that does not allow you to use your heart and your soft skills as a human. And so here I am. Since I choose to have different, I have to experience different. I have to experience life with zero money in my bank account, with debt piling up, with vehicle, being broken down and not being able to be fixed or looked at, um, living, sleeping in my vehicle. Like I have to experience these things so that I am reminded of the stuff I don't want in the world and the stuff I don't want to compromise doing. Most of the jobs out there don't aren't enabling to someone like me, to my makeup, to my genetic makeup. It's just assumed that if you're a human, you have a breathing heart, a beating heart, two legs, two hands, all that stuff, then you just work. Like do this job. And it's just like I'm just now saying no, because if it's not complete, if it's not like edifying, I guess is what I'm saying. If it doesn't edify my soul, my spirit, then I guess I gotta be homeless then. So what? So what? I'll be homeless because I'm not gonna compromise. I'm not gonna compromise my heart. I'm not gonna compromise my morals. I'm not gonna compromise my integrity and my respect for my higher self and my higher power. I'm not gonna do that. So yes, I guess I gotta be on the struggle bus for a while. And when I look at that and say, I'm on the struggle bus right now in my living situation because I'm choosing not to compromise, well, then guess what? F it. F it. All right. If that's really what it's about, that because I choose to operate outside of the system, like it's almost like, okay, you don't want to be a part of the club, okay, we kick you out. And they're not like kicking me out and like saying like trying to destroy my life. It's just like I'm destroying my life by not wanting to be part of the club. Like like the system's philosophy is just that if it is supposed to make everything within the container of the system enjoyable and entertaining. It's supposed to be made so that anyone, I just noticed the background, that's pretty cool. It's designed so that people don't want to leave. Think about it, like apartment complexes and certain environments, we design it like a kingdom, like so you don't want to leave. And that's what the system does. It's designed so you don't want to leave. It says, hey, no, stay in this system, work this job that you don't care about and doesn't care about you, because look at what you benefit from. The benefit of uh, a week vacation every year, the benefit of you can pay your bills every month, the benefit of like all the benefits of what money can bring. Like that's the carrot being dangled. But what I'm saying is that, okay, I'm just choosing to reject that. I just, no, thank you. All I'm saying is no, thank you to the way things have been done, to the way things have been operated when it comes to business, when it comes to just being a human being in America. Like, I'm just saying no, thank you to the way it's been done. And I'll just either have to create something for myself or roam the land until I can link up with others in an ecosystem that's more fitting for me, you know? And that's where I'm at right now with it. No BS. I want to be a part of, or I am a part of an ecosystem that that challenges my beliefs and philosophies and stands with me on my beliefs and philosophies. And how they stand with me is that there's no judgment. There's just only acceptance. There's only how may I, sir? What can I do to support you? Like that ecosystem exists. It exists. And if you don't believe, you're looking at one person right now. Maybe I'm just the only one in an ecosystem that exists that's created to only put out humane, integral, loving, kindness, all everything that's like high vibrational frequencies. Maybe I'm just the only one in it. I guess. Whatever. I don't mind being alone. I've proven that. Because even though I'm alone, I'm not lonely. That's the difference. So my nervous system is settling down a little more now, even though I was yeah, still just disappointed, man. Um and I was telling my wife earlier, I wrote her a text and let her know like, hey, got denied of unemployment benefits um for the reasons of inhumane reasons, and I can appeal it. I was told that I can put in an appeal, but then I was also told that even if I put in an appeal, it's gonna come right back to me and I'll probably get denied again. Like this is what the guy told me. Like, yeah, you can appeal it and uh and add more information if you want, but I'm still he's telling me I'm going to deny it. And I asked him, I was like, I don't understand why. Why would you deny it? He said, because of what you wrote, you told me this and I went off of that. And I was like, well, giving you facts and then like hearing you wanting to hear my heart are two different things. You know what I mean? Like I can't give you my emotions in an email because I tried that already and I got rejected. And so what does one do? You know what I mean? What do I do if I can't explain to you from a place of emotion and you just want the facts? Okay, but then I don't know. I just don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know. And this is what I do know. I do know God is good. And I know I got this. I got this. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up. And I'm gonna say it right now today on this live video, May 20, what is it, the 29th, 28th, whatever date it is, 2026. This either may be the viral video that'll help me in my situation because all I need to do is be discovered, whatever. But if I'm discovered, it's a wrap for any and everything that has tried to come against me or anyone like me that is high vibrational. If word gets out that I exist, and I'm just talking about me, I'm not comparing myself or competing against anyone. I just know that if word gets out about my mission, my vision, my journey, my story, if the word gets out, it's all over for any and everything that tries to come against things that are good. No more bullying. Y'all can help with this. Go to emanonwanderer.com and just look at this. I'm a real person, you know, real, real content on my website that I write. Yeah, I use AI with tools and organization, but no, these are my experiences. You can watch my film, Daddy Diaries, emanonwanderer.com/Daddy Diaries. Like, if if I had one person, and this is what I share with my wife, because she sent me some money this morning on Venmo, simply because she knows what I'm going through. And I'm like, gosh, if I had 10 people that can do that, if I had 100 people that can just send some support in this time, there wouldn't be a money problem. Because how I'm built, like I said earlier, how I'm built is that I have enough reserve in my tank where my stuff is taken care of. Oh, I have excess. Oh, okay. Well, let me see who else can use some support in this ecosystem. Because I'm not just talking about giving freely to someone who's not trying, who doesn't, who's in a place where they're not ready to really try. Like, I'm not gonna give all of my resources to that person. I'm gonna give them what they need to get to the next step. But for someone, if I meet someone like me that has all their stuff together, right? That has that I can really see that in their eyes and in their content that they are serious, they're on the mission, They are unapologetic. You know what I mean? Like I can see their heart. Bro, why wouldn't I support that? That's what I'm trying to say. Why wouldn't people support things that are good? Like I get it. All right. And there's a lot of things I'm gonna say. I get it. Self-preservation is key. Um, I'm a grown man. It's grown people out there asking for help. I get how it can look like in the traditional matrix egoic mind. It can look like, oh, they just don't care and they're s- they're screwing away life, right? He just doesn't care. It can look like that if you're using that mindset. But for someone who can take off that mindset and look at me or someone in my situation with a different pair of eyes and you can actually fact check everything that I'm saying. You can look at me and see I'm not crazy. Maybe I am. Maybe I look crazy, but when you listen with your heart and with the intelligence that you have, honestly, take a second right now, like put aside how you think what you think you know about me or another person like me, or when you see someone in a situation like me. Try and put aside immediately the judgment that comes up just for like 15, 20 seconds. Cause it's gonna come up. Like you're gonna immediately want to cross the street, or you're gonna immediately want to come up already have an excuse to say if they asked you for something. But what I'm challenging you to do is to not act on that first knee jerk reaction that shows up when you encounter someone. Pause for the cause. Pause for the cause. And what that means is you see someone like me, take a moment and see how you can connect or resonate or relate. What about me? What about my story that you can relate to? That's all you got to do. You don't got to try to fix my whole world. You don't got to have to change the whole world. All you have to do is relate. Can you freaking relate? Like, can you relate to loss? Can you relate to grief? Can you relate to trauma? Can you relate to uh being bitter? Can you relate to forgiving? Can you relate to extending grace to someone who has hurt you deliberately? Can you do that? Because if you can do that, then that's the pause I'm talking about. Make that enough reason to have the pause. Make that enough reason to slow down before you speak or before you act or before you deny. Take time to just really look into the fact that, hey, I resonate with this person about how they dress right now or what they're eating or drinking right now or what they're smoking on or what they're talking about. Like find some sort of way to relate. I guarantee you will. You'll find a way to relate to it. We're all connected. But it's just it's understanding why you don't take a moment to do so. Why don't you take a moment to connect with someone, even if you are about to deny them a request? It still doesn't mean you can't be a sweetheart, you know? So, like grandma, like Medea always told me, man, you just be sweet, baby. I know. I'm sitting there crying and they mistreating me, they blah blah blah. You just be sweet, baby. Yes, ma'am. So thank you, Medea. Love. All right, y'all. I appreciate everybody tuning in, listening to me rap, and rant. I love you too. Pra. I can't really see. I don't got my glasses on, but whoever said I love you, I love you. Maybe potato salad. Okay, sound like a bot. Um, potato salad. Like, where did he? I didn't even talk about potato salad. Like, is that like a hook to get me to say it? So now I'm in your algorithm, and now anyway, I don't care. All right, I'm out of here. I love you.